There is a person who walks into a room and without saying a single word, every head turns. People lean in when they speak. Their opinions carry weight. Strangers trust them within seconds. And here's the wild part. They are not the most attractive person in the room. They are not the wealthiest. They might not even be the most experienced. But something about them commands an invisible force that makes everyone around them instinctively think, this person is worth listening to. You have met someone like this before. And the question that probably burned in the back of your mind was, what do they have that I do not? Today you are going to find out, because respect is not something that is given. It is something that is triggered. And once you understand the psychological mechanics behind it, you will never be overlooked again. Let us start with something that most people get completely wrong. They believe respect is earned over time through achievements, titles, or years of hard work. And while those things matter, psychological research tells a very different story about what actually makes the human brain assign high social value to another person in real time. Within the first 7 seconds of meeting someone, the brain runs an automatic assessment. It is not asking, what has this person accomplished? It is asking, is this person safe? And are they someone I should pay attention to? These are primal signals rooted deep in evolutionary psychology. Your ancestors needed to assess threats and allies instantly to survive. That same wiring is still running in every human brain today. This means that before you speak a single word, before anyone knows your name or your resume, your body is already broadcasting either a high-status signal or a low-status signal. And most people are unconsciously broadcasting the wrong one every single day. Here's the first psychology principle you need to understand. It is called the halo effect. When your brain perceives one strong positive trait in a person, it automatically assumes that person possesses other positive traits as well. This is not logic. This is a cognitive shortcut. It is your brain working efficiently. And the most powerful trigger for the halo effect is physical presence. Not looks, presence. There is a massive difference. Physical presence is about how you occupy space. Research from Harvard Business School found that high-power postures, meaning open, expansive body positions, not only change how others perceive you, but actually change your own hormonal chemistry. They increase testosterone and decrease cortisol, the stress hormone. What this means is that when you stand tall, take up space deliberately, and move with calm and intention, your brain starts producing the hormones of confidence. Your body stops broadcasting anxiety. And people around you pick up on that shift instantly, even when they have no idea why they suddenly feel like they should respect you. Now here's where it gets deeper. Most people trying to appear confident are performing confidence. They puff their chest, they speak louder, they try to dominate the conversation. But psychologically trained observers and even everyday people can sense the difference between performed confidence and real confidence. Real confidence is characterized by what researchers call low reactivity. Think about this. When someone disrespects a person with true social authority, that person does not immediately flinch, over-explain, or get defensive. They pause. They stay calm. Their face does not flood with emotion. That calm, unhurried response is one of the most powerful respect triggers that exists in human psychology. It communicates that you are not threatened. And when people sense you are not threatened by them, they instinctively begin to see you as someone above them in the social hierarchy. You do not have to say a word. Your nervous system says it for you. This brings us to voice. The tone of your voice is one of the most underestimated tools of influence and respect in human interaction. Researchers at the University of California found that vocal characteristics like pace, pitch, and resonance account for roughly 38% of the emotional impact of communication. That means nearly 4 out of every 10 points of influence you have over someone comes not from what you say but from how you say it. People who are perceived as highly credible and respectable share very specific vocal patterns. They speak at a slower pace than average. Not slow to the point of being boring, but deliberate. Every word lands. They do not rush to fill silence. They are comfortable letting a moment breathe. Their pitch stays lower and more stable rather than rising anxiously at the end of sentences. When your voice rises at the end of a statement, your brain is subconsciously framing what you said as a question, as if you are seeking approval. Dropping your pitch slightly at the end of statements tells the listener that you are not seeking permission. You are making a declaration. And the human brain is hardwired to assign authority to people who speak like they believe what they are saying. Now let us talk about something called status signals, and specifically a psychological concept called effortful versus effortless excellence. In social hierarchies, low-status individuals try hard and show it. They arrive flustered. They over-prepare and let everyone know how much they prepared. They apologize for small things unnecessarily. They fill silences with nervous chatter. High-status individuals, by contrast, appear to handle things with ease. They arrive composed. They do not constantly justify their decisions. They are comfortable in silence. They do not laugh at jokes that are not funny just to seem agreeable. This is not about being cold or arrogant. It is about something deeply rooted in behavioral psychology called congruence. Congruence means that your inner state and your outer expression match. When a person has internalized their own value, their behavior reflects a quiet certainty, and humans are extraordinarily good at detecting that certainty, or its absence in others. Here is a practical concept that changes everything once you apply it. It is called the power of selective attention. Most people are in a constant state of social monitoring. They are watching others to see if they are liked, if they are being judged, if they are fitting in. This constant outward focus is actually one of the biggest signals of low social status in human behavioral research. The moment someone becomes overly concerned with how they are being perceived, their attention fractures. They lose presence, and people feel that fracture. They sense when someone is performing rather than being. High-respect individuals are characterized by focused, present attention. When they talk to you, you feel like you are the only person in the room. Not because they are trying to impress you, but because they are genuinely engaged. This quality of deep presence is so rare in modern life that when someone possesses it, it is immediately magnetic. People feel seen, and the person making them feel seen suddenly becomes someone they value deeply. There is also a component of respect that almost no one talks about, and it is the psychology of boundaries. Numerous studies in social dynamics show that people who enforce their limits clearly and calmly are consistently rated as more trustworthy, more competent, and more respected than those who do not. Think about why. When a person cannot say no, when they bend their values to please others, when they let people walk over them without response, the brain of the observer actually registers this as a danger signal. Not consciously, subconsciously. The logic of the brain is, if this person does not respect themselves enough to enforce limits, how can they be relied upon to make strong decisions or hold firm under pressure? Saying no clearly, without excessive apology or explanation, is one of the cleanest respect signals a human being can transmit. It communicates self-worth in a language that bypasses logic and speaks directly to instinct. Here is the most powerful truth that ties all of this together. Respect is not primarily about what you do. It is about who you believe you are while you are doing it. Every technique in this video, the body language, the vocal patterns, the calm low reactivity, the present attention, the clear boundaries, all of it flows from one psychological root, self-concept. The story you tell yourself about who you are and what you are worth shapes every signal you send into the world. You cannot fake the signals long-term because the body always leaks the truth. People who command instant respect are not performing a role. They have done the internal work of deciding that they matter, that their time matters, that their words matter, that their presence matters, and that internal decision radiates outward in ways that are invisible but undeniable. The brain of every person around you is constantly running a social calculation, and it is not asking if you are perfect, it is asking if you believe in yourself. Start walking into rooms like you belong there. Start speaking at a pace that says your words are worth waiting for. Start enforcing your limits without apology. Start giving your full attention to the moment you are in. These are not tricks. They are translations. They are your inner truth being spoken in the language the human brain was designed to receive. Do that, and you will not have to chase respect. It will find you. If this video gave you something real, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper into the psychology of influence, confidence, and human behavior, subscribe, because this is just the beginning.